Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we're gonna do like a Q&A kind of thing. So we posted a little question box on our Instagrams to ask us questions, and we're just gonna answer them. And then obviously we answered them on Instagram already too. Yeah. So we're gonna pull up mine and then we'll pull up Kevin's. I mean, I don't really have that many because I don't have that many followers. I don't never really follows it. I don't really post, that's why. All right, so one of the first questions was how did we meet? So
pretty sure we explained this
already. We already explained this, but basically we just met our junior year high school and physics class. Yeah, that's basic. I mean, it's just, yeah, I mean, everybody always has that classic joke like, oh, y'all were in the wrong class because y'all had too much chemistry kind of thing. It was just like, all right, whatever. Another question that we had was if y'all ran into yourself or into your young self and told them where you are now in life, would you believe them? I mean, my response to that was just like, I think I would, because I think I just trust myself enough to be like, okay. And I think this is how I've always pictured myself. Like, I've always been like, okay, well, school and all that. I mean, being in a relationship, I would hope so. But I mean, it wasn't everything. For me, my big thing was just like school and knowing that I'm on the right path to school and all that stuff. Yeah. What about you, Kevin?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why are you so hesitant about that?
Well, I don't know, but yeah, I think I believe them. But I feel like you always have to be like, are you sure? You know?
Yeah, you just have to question it a little bit. All right, yeah. All right. Then my sister, of course, had to ask if y'all were to get married, where would y'all go on your honeymoon? We kind of always just playfully talked about this. We haven't really ever said anything. I mean, my response was like, you know, I have to get the ring first, but whatever. But basically, it's just, I mean, we've talked about different scenarios.
Yeah. But not like that.
Not like deep conversation.
We only talked about like, not even the honeymoon part. Yeah. But everything else, yeah.
We never actually talk. Yeah, we don't really actually talk about the honeymoon part. I mean, we talked about like, you know, wedding and like getting married and all that stuff. Because I mean, what's the point of being in a relationship if you don't see that future? In my opinion, or in our opinion. But we talked about like wedding stuff. We haven't talked about like honeymoon stuff. But I think just something fun, like something, because we like going on road trips and doing the whole like roller coaster stuff. Yeah. So I think it'd be fun. I mean, we talked about like right now what actually came up, we talked about like out of the country or something. Yeah. Okay, another question was who's the boss of the relationship?
Me.
Okay. I think I am. What do you mean? Why do you think you are?
Me?
Yeah. Tell us.
I think I'm the boss. Or it's like 50-50. I'll say 50-50.
Honestly, yeah, I think honestly, because I feel like there's certain situations where you're definitely more dominant in things. And then there's certain situations where I am like, just more like boundary wise, I think we're just both kind of on the same page. Mm-hmm. You know? But yeah, another one, what's the key to staying together? I think I feel like it's a tough one. Because we can only speak for ourselves. Yeah. You know, I would say, well, okay, you can go first. Like, I have to think about mine for a second. You can go first and respond to that one.
I would say it's like, obviously you need like to trust one another. Mm-hmm. Like, I would say loyalty or love, basically.
Or love. Loyalty and love.
And love, but like you do whichever. And also you gotta have like, you know, God included. I think that's also a big one. Yeah, like now that you mentioned, like, I mean, definitely, because I think, I mean, but we're always kind of like good at the beginning of a relationship. And I mean, I always kind of talk, I mean, I wouldn't say I always talked about like God and my faith to him, but I did mention to him like, oh yeah, this is important. These are my values and these are like my morals and all that. But once we went on like an Acts retreat together, like that really changed our relationship, I would say, like in a good way. I feel like we were more comfortable with each other. We understood why some things were more meaningful. Like, you know, we understood like each other in a way, because like that retreat kind of just really breaks you down. It just
just makes you really look at yourself and be like, oh, are you really like, is this really what you should be doing? Are you really happy like this? So I think it's definitely that. And also another thing for me is just like, we definitely need to like have like good communication. I mean, sometimes we actually struggle. I feel like I'm the one who struggles with that, because Kevin always tells, well, actually no, yeah, I don't know, because there's always times where we'll struggle like talking to each other and expressing our feelings, because we might be like too prideful. I think only me. I might be too prideful and like being like, oh well, I felt this way about, you know, whatever. And Kevin would be thinking, well, I thought it was fine, you know, and I'll just bring it on him and be like, well, you know, whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely that. It's definitely God, communication, and then spending time together. I think time is really important for us to spend that time together, even if it's just us sitting down next to each other on our phones, you know. But yeah,
and also like, because we're used to sitting or being like close to each other. I think because I mean, like our whole relationship was us always close together. I mean, I think because even at the beginning, we didn't really see each other often, because my parents were, I would say like my mom was mostly like more strict on like, you know, you have to wait and to go on dates with him, you have to get him to know more and all that. And Kevin was like already like, well, let's just go on dates, and that's how we can get to know each other more. And so that was kind of already like a struggle, I guess, at the beginning, but we got past it, obviously. The other one was like, who's more photogenic? This is so funny. So it's because like Kevin posts like his pictures of his progress of his like workout, like his gym stuff, because I mean, that's what he's showing, his progress, and yeah, that's just that kind of his Instagram story. And so obviously this person's kind of like, oh hey, you know, because every time he posts something, this person always says something about like, oh, okay. So it's so funny. So that's why I think that's just meant for like a joke. But I definitely do think Kevin actually is more photogenic than I am. I really do. It's because, okay, I don't know, it's because Kevin's more like, I think he's just more willing to like, and more confident in like taking pictures than I am. I feel like as a girl, I think it's just as a girl, we overthink every single pose, and we just like, okay, this looks good, or this doesn't look good, or like, oh, don't get this side of my face. And Kevin's just like, you know, and it just comes out great. I think I only post for like one good picture, and that's it. The rest are just like, alright, they're normal pictures.
I think that comes with confidence. Right? I don't know, but alright. But that's my questions that I got.
Oh yeah.
Kevin's questions.
My question, so someone asked how long we've been together. And that's like 3 years.
We've been together for 3 years, so we became 3 years, so that'll be like 3 years, 2 months. Technically, if you want to be all specific on that, that's how long we've been together. Believe it or not, we have not broken up with that time, because people ask me that. I think it's so crazy. I don't know, but people, when I tell people like how long we've been together, they're like, oh, did you ever have a break? And it's just like, no. Like, I think because we believe that, like, well, I don't want to speak for both of us, but I think for me, it's just like, if you ask for a break, I mean, it's just kind of done. You know, if you really want to be with that person, you would never ask for that break. You would just keep working through it and keep talking about it, like your situation or your problem, whatever you're going through.
Just work over the problem.
Have you ever wanted a break from me?
Alright, second question. How old am I?
How old are we?
Or
are we? This is gonna make people be like, what? Alright, so Kevin, go first.
So I'm like 400.
No.
Alright, I'm 19.
So he's 19. He's gonna turn 20 in February. And I'm already 20, and I'm gonna turn 21 in August. So
I'm dating a cougar.
Don't say that. It's not even. My family would always make fun of me. I mean, my family does to this day. Like the times that we're not the same age, they're always just like, you know, calling me a cougar or like pedophile, and I was like, dude, that's not okay. But it was just so funny because there was a time where he was 17 and I was 18, so but we're just 6 months apart, so it's not too bad. But obviously when people realize like, oh, you're older, I think it's just, it's weird.
It's funny.
I think it's, yeah, for us it's funny, but I think for some people it could be like weird that the girl's older, but I don't think it's really a problem. I mean, we were in the same grade, we graduated the same grade, we're like in the same step in life, kind of.
All right, next question. Last question says, when are you going to propose? Guys, if you don't know, I already did. No,
oh my god,
no, it's, I don't know yet, but within the age between 24 and 21.
You mean 21, 24?
Within between that age.
So from the age from 21 to 24.
Yeah.
We've definitely talked about, obviously we talked about like marriage and like all that. And I think like for us, we've talked about that we definitely want to finish our own individual thing, as in like have our own career. I definitely want to finish college, and he wants to finish whatever
I want to do.
Whatever he wants to do, because he's still, it's complicated.
Yeah,
it's complicated. But yeah, so we just want to be able, by the time, you know, that moment does happen, that not only are we ready like emotionally, you know, and spiritually and all that, but also financially, you know, are we going to be able to handle everything, as in like, you know, you don't have to just think about, I mean, the wedding, I guess that's definitely expensive and all that, but you have to think about where you're gonna live, and that honeymoon that we just talked about, like, oh yeah, honeymoon, and like just all those things that just kind of prepare like yourself before you take in the next step in your marriage, which probably would be kids. And so it's just, you have to think about those things. And I feel like I wouldn't want to go into an engagement or into like a marriage without having that security, you know, not only just for like both of us, but for me, myself, like for myself as well, to know that I can do it on my own. I don't need, it sounds bad, but I don't need like a guy or man to like help me out financially, or anybody else, that I can do it on my own, and that I can do that. And so yeah, so that's, I mean, I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling, but what do you think, Evan?
Yeah, I think I need time to like think about it more before it actually is gonna happen.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think we just,
and like just get my life together.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, like we just need to grow up. We're only like 19 and 20, so we definitely just still need time to like grow up. Alright guys, so I mean, that's the end of the video. We didn't really have that many questions to answer because we just honestly just posted this like an hour ago. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, learned a little bit more about us, and if you want to see a specific video from us, let us know. Subscribe. Definitely gonna try to be posting a lot more. Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.